fucking kill you!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 79 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is TheRealPortz, and EvilSpaceBunny is sitting there waiting for me to finish talking so that she can talk.
Can I talk now? Am I allowed?
You can talk. I'm done talking.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah. Look at you.
Are you sure
Look,
about that?
I made you the host one time, and you hated it, so.
One and done. That's what I say. One and done.
This would have been a 2-episode podcast if we did that. How you doing, Bunny?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm good. You know, it's weird that we do the preamble thing, the stuff that nobody sees.
Yeah.
And we actually ask each other how we are, and then on the podcast, we ask again. But we're mostly talking about video games, unless there's some life thing you wanted to share with the podcast. But yeah.
Well, I mean, nah. I think I'm okay. Maybe next week we'll discuss something that I did.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh my God! Did you murder somebody?
Yeah, I murdered somebody.
All right, I could see why you would want a week to build up to, to get your defense.
I gotta build the defense. I gotta hide some things. I gotta allocate some resources. I gotta return some videotapes.
Sounds like we're just playing Civilization or something. Allocate resources.
I mean, well, when you run an empire into the ground and set everything on fire, usually how it works.
Go for the science victory.
Yeah, science victory always.
Speaking of that game, this is not how we open the show ever, but have you seen Humankind? The sort of like civilization, but isn't really civilization?
And is in space, right?
Excited. No, it's not.
Oh, I thought this one was in space.
No. It's like Civilization, but I don't know what the differences are really. I just want a new Civilization game to play. And it looks like that.
I mean, I'm always down with it. I like wasting fucking 12 hours of my life on one game. It's all like, I'm just going to play this one quick game of Civ, and it's 12 in the morning, and I did nothing.
Have you ever completed a campaign with other people?
No. Never.
It's impossible, right?
It's impossible.
It's fucking impossible.
It's impossible.
Anyone who says they've done it is a fucking liar.
They either are playing with mods that make it faster, or people fucking really know how to play the game. I've never ever I think the longest I've ever done it for was 8 hours with people, and it was a nightmare. It was a shit show. And then the game started just causing more and more problems, and just people were disconnecting and it was going down fast, and fires were happening.
Jesus.
It's basically the collapse of Rome.
Video games have consequences.
Absolutely.
And catching on fire is one of them. Bunny, my fucking computer gets here on Thursday.
Hell yeah. Are you so excited? Are you going to kiss it and stroke it?
Excited. No, I would never taint that beautiful chassis with my lips.
I think you should make a video where it's you're unboxing, and it's got to be Barry White playing in the background, and you're just slowly revealing
Barry
it.
Manilow?
No, Barry White, bitch. Barry White's way more fucking romantic than Barry Manilow.
Is that true?
I think so.
Well, maybe in reality, but Barry Manilow is laughably, he's like the Nicolas Cage of romantic music, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that true? People think he's cringy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's why I want to do that, because I think that's funny.
Okay, fair. You could do
Well,
Barry
we'll see.
Manilow.
I honestly, if you showed me 2 songs, and one was Barry White and one was Barry Manilow, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you the difference. But we'll see. I haven't listened to either of them in many years. Not on purpose.
Fair. Well, I mean, this, yeah. Anyway, this is a podcast.
No, I won't be making out.
Oh.
It is a podcast. That's true, though.
This is a podcast.
It is a podcast about my computer. This is called the Aurora R12 podcast. Welcome in. What would you do with 120 gigs of RAM? Go.
Probably run Minecraft servers on my RAM sticks. Honestly. I'm a little jealous with 120 gig. What the fuck were you thinking? You're like, I'm gonna take my dick and then I'm gonna like staple extra dick to it and then I'm just gonna slap people with it. That's what your RAM is saying.
I wanted to be able to say 128 gigs on the podcast. That's what I wanted to do. That was the whole, extra. I spent $800 extra to do that, so it was worth it.
Okay, fair. Extra RAM girth. Anyway, so what are you gonna play? What did you play until you get this new magic computer?
Yeah, lots of Dota.
God damn it, Portz.
Because, like I said, it's hard to focus on games right now because the computer's, it's imminent.
Yeah,
and Dota's not gonna change. I'm gonna get a couple extra frames, but it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, it's Dota.
Shockingly, my FPS went up with my new monitor.
Ooh, okay.
With the same computer.
Was your other monitor, was it something old or was it like not?
No. Well, so here's the thing.
Okay.
I had 3 monitors before, and now I have 2. Maybe it's that.
Oh, maybe.
It's less pixels technically.
Yeah.
So maybe it's that.
Magic.
I also was running 2 144 hertz monitors for no reason whatsoever. You don't need that many on your secondary fucking monitors.
No.
So now my top one it's on 60, even though it could do 144.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, yeah,
and I think this is enough. I don't think I need more than the 2, the ultra wide and then a regular one.
You have the ultra wide, so that does make a big difference. Honestly, if I get anything new, I have to get a whole new stand and setup and everything, and I haven't thought about it yet.
Yeah. That's fair. Yep, that's that's totally fair. With the new computer, I was like, I kind of want something that's gonna, really show off the new computer, so might as well just do it all at once.
There you go. Okay, so you played Dota like you always do, and you got sucked in.
Mm-hmm. And then I think I'm about halfway through Pillars 2.
Ooh, okay.
And that game is going way better than before. Remember when I said it was kind of piratey for no reason?
Yeah. Did it stop being piratey?
It's islandy, but it's not. It has nothing to do with pirates, and there's not a bunch of yo-ho fucking walk the plank garbage. They don't bog it down with a bunch of fucking Pirates of the Caribbean imagery or anything like that.
No Johnny Depp swagger.
No, although that'd be kind of cool. No, it's pretty much Pillars 1, but with a more colorful island setting rather than the drab inland. So it's kind of cool. And you travel around. You got a boat. It's a little bit Assassin's Creed 4-ish, although not really. I haven't gotten into ship combat, but I bet that's awful.
Oh God, that sounds horrible.
I'm pretty sure it goes into one of those page things where you just make a decision about what to do.
Yeah.
But then I think you can link the boats and start fighting that way, which is just regular combat at that point.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I haven't done any of that. I don't want to. I hope that never happens to me. I realized when I was playing Pillars 2, Pillars 1 felt just the most expedition fucking so much lore and so much fucking world building, and Pillars 2 takes advantage of all that shit in the best fucking ways.
Mm-hmm.
They just take all this established lore, which by the way you have to engage with to understand what's going on. And even at the end of the first game, I was like, there's a lot of things I don't know, but it's been pieced together a little bit in the second game. Where there's so many gods battling with each other. These people believe in that god or whatever, but there's a lot of shit to do with the gods and their names, their specific names, their followers, and some people follow the same god but has a different name. So there's a lot of crazy made up bullshit. But once you wade in deep enough, you start to feel like somebody who could have a real conversation with somebody. If a character from the game came to life, I would be able to talk to them about their civilization and ask questions. It's fucking awesome.
Wow.
It's really cool. It feels like reading the most immersive fucking book. You know?
That's kind of, I know, because I'm kind of the same way with you. And it sounds like this game has really good storytelling compared to the first one.
Well, I mean, no, I think the storytelling in the first one is really good, but I'm just saying this builds on that foundation because you've already been through 50 hours of,
Oh yeah, already of the gameplay, and you already know
expeditious
the history.
dialogue. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Shit, I kind of want to play those games now. Fuck.
They're good games, and there's a lot more voice acting in the second game, so that's another reason that it's good.
We still need to play.
There's like a couple weird parts that aren't voice acted for seemingly no reason. Your main character still doesn't have a voice, which I kind of like because on further playthroughs, like that was one thing that bothered me going from Dragon Age 1 to Dragon Age 2 is like now my character has a voice, and I feel like I just have to switch genders every time I play just to hear a different fucking person talking. Just because I'm not the same character every time, like it's a different timeline basically.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. Huh. Okay. Good.
So,
halfway
Pillars
through
2,
that.
very, very good. Yeah.
Very
Can't wait to
good.
finish that fucking game.
Less pirates.
And then Avowed. Oh god, I can't wait to play Avowed. I hope it's a good game. So yeah, I think. Oh no, I've been playing a shitload of Stardew Valley with my lady friend Fabian.
Aww. What year are
played,
you guys on?
Well, I guess we only played one day, but we spent 8 hours in that day playing. So
I fucking love that game.
We're still in the first year, but we're like done with summer.
Okay, so you're in fall. Fall's like my favorite season.
We're about
in
to
that
hit
game.
fall. It's like the next day is fall, I think.
There's something so cozy about Stardew Valley. It's just so quaint and it's just so cozy and just happy. I should go back to it.
Yeah, I think it's a really good game, and it's a really good game for multiplayer because, I mean, the whole game is just goals. Like, what do we want to like progress in? And there's like a negotiation about it. Like, we'll do this. Okay, that's a good idea. Let's do this. Actually, makes more money than that. So let's stop doing this other thing. It's like a fun process. We're not like looking anything up. Neither of us have played that much of the game before, so it's really fun to just discover everything about it. The one thing that's bullshit though. I don't like building up relationships with people. I think that is probably the weakest mechanic of that game. It's like having to go talk to people and give them gifts. I cannot stand that mechanic. And the fact that it degrades over time is crazy.
It takes a while for it to degrade, but I don't think it was that bad. I don't know. I kind of like talking because then you get to learn more about the characters. You get to learn more about the area.
I think the characters are mostly bullshit. They don't have enough of a distinct quality from it. Oh, there's the purple hair chick. Cool. That's that person. I'm sure there's more to it than that. But they won't. The problem with it is fundamentally, okay, if I'm a new person in town, every single person has one line of dialogue for you every day. What the fuck is that? Let's have a real conversation with somebody at some point. Not fucking, you pass somebody and like, oh, didn't see you there. Hey, I guess you're new. Whatever. Okay. Fuck you. Never coming back. I would be the most hermit motherfucker in this community. Because everyone says like one line to you and then that's it. And then you're expected to give them gifts? Who the fuck is giving me gifts? There's no reciprocity.
Some people do. They do actually start to give you gifts and stuff after.
Well, no one's done it to me other than my mother who gave me 500 gold. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate it.
Thanks for the gold, Mom.
Yeah, I'm the new kid in school who my mom just fucking gave me some money.
Yeah.
And I'm giving all sorts of shit out to people. By the way, people's loves, the things they love, are too expensive. Fuck you. Okay, get simpler taste, you small town piece of shit.
Some people like
you live in a goddamn trailer and you want like the most expensive rock given to you.
How dare you
free.
shit on Penny? How dare you? She's had a
Is
rough
that who
life.
that is? I didn't know.
Her mom and her mom Pam, who's like kind of an alcoholic. So be nice.
They either
to
want
Penny.
the most expensive rock or the most elaborate goddamn meal.
Not always.
There are some people who don't
like
give a shit. It's true.
Haley likes like dandelions, which are fucking everywhere.
Those are everywhere.
And
That's
stuff.
true. It's like, go pick them yourself. What the fuck are you doing?
It's like, I'm not fucking picking this shitty flower for you. Fuck you. Everybody hates it except you.
The
Are
fucking
you dumb?
weed.
You like fucking weeds. I fucking love that game. Okay.
So it's a good time. Yeah. I think it's really fun.
Yeah. Lovely.
So yeah, that's it. That's all we did. I think that's all I played. I'm still booting up like shitloads of games like for 1 minute at a time, but
fair.
Mostly that's it. You know, Mass Effect doesn't work with my ultra wide, but Dragon Age does.
What? Wait, what?
So hopefully the new one will be the way I play it.
Oh,
Jesus Christ,
the remaster or whatever.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Nice. All right. Well, my turn, I guess.
Your turn. That's how it goes.
Turn.
I could go again, I guess, but I would just say the same things.
That would be funny if we did that. Just keep repeating ourselves back and forth.
Like, let me try to remember
Did
everything
you play
I said
anything
going
else?
forward. Fucking hell.
Okay, so I've been playing a lot of Binding of Isaac still. I've also been playing Legend of Zelda still.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
You booted up Resident Evil?
I did.
What the fuck was that about?
I was being an idiot sandwich, and so Friday I decided to play roulette with my backlog, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play roulette. And so I was like, Resident Evil, I have that installed. I have this other one installed. I don't remember anything about the first fucking Resident Evil. I literally,
bad.
I like Resident Evil. I like the first one specifically
You can
because
like
it
it?
is so weird. Yes,
You can definitely like it if you want, but it's bad.
Oh, it's trash. It's absolute trash. And then I was like, yeah, let's play on hard because I'm a fucking idiot sandwich.
What in the hell?
You know me, okay? I'm stupid. I'm basically...
I don't really know what hard does.
It's
Normal
bad.
was really hard.
It's
so
bad.
I can't imagine.
It's really bad. And so, like...
Although, to be fair, I don't really know how to run past zombies, so I wasted all my ammo. Anyway,
yeah.
I imagine that's not an option. Does it take more to kill shit?
Oh, absolutely. And, like, the grab and the stab in the head with the knife, the defensive knife, doesn't kill them all the time. But I just couldn't remember any of the puzzles. Like, I remembered some of it, and then I was just like, yeah, I'm fucking not feeling this. So I switched.
For me, it would be like trying to remember your way to like one place you've been, but you like map quested it. I mean, I know I'm dating everyone here, but you looked up, you know, it's like taking the GPS and going there.
You're like, I remember how to get there.
There's no way you could remember because you didn't navigate yourself there.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me it would be 100% the same because I looked up everything in the first Resident Evil.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I played this like a million years ago. I played it with the old shitty cutscenes. I fucking loved that, and like that's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, I'll just be like that again. I don't fucking remember what I was doing, and so it was just like, yeah, I thought this was gonna be way more fun, and I'm not having fun, so I'm switching. So I switched games.
Okay.
And then I booted up Prey. One of my friends says, like, you have Prey. And
is it the shitty Bethesda Prey?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
And
I mean, I'm not to say it's shitty, but it is shitty what they did to the original.
Yes, what they did to the original, or Pray for the Gods.
Well, yeah. In either case.
Yeah, in either
the
case,
name doesn't fit.
I don't even know why it's called Prey, but
or why it so desperately needed to be.
Yes, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Like, it's not like it's in Pray for the Gods. That's such a poignant title, and in this, it's like you could have called it
anything.
Bionuclear space.
System bio. Not
System bio.
shock.
There you go. Done. Not shock. Not a shocker. System
Not
bio.
a shocker. But like, so I ended up playing this game and absolutely immediately fell in love with this game. It wasn't what I was expecting at all because somebody described it to me originally as Alien Isolation. And what? I don't know who the fuck did that. Whoever told me this is Alien Isolation, you're fucking wrong, and I hate you.
Go to video game jail.
Yeah, go to video game jail, you fucker. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200
Gaben bucks.
Oh, I was going to say EA loot boxes.
Oh, that's generous. Those are like $5 a pop. That's like $1,000.
You get a quarter of one. It's like owning a part of a Bitcoin. But it was just I don't know who told me this, so I avoided this game, and I don't know how I ended up owning it for so long and avoiding it. And they're like, yeah, you should actually play this. I think you would like this. And so I finally played it, and I played it on stream, and I ended up absolutely just loving the shit out of the environment, loving the story, loving the guns. When I play BioShock, because that's what they should be comparing it to, BioShock, System Shock, all those shocks, I played very aggressive with the wrench, and so I was kind of doing that again in this game, where I was just very aggressive with the wrench and not giving a fuck, and I was just having the time of my life murdering these aliens and just having a wonderful time smashing things with a wrench.
I got the sense from the 4 seconds I've seen of footage of that game that it's kind of a strange, like, the gameplay feels a little weird, like almost like System Shock more than BioShock. Like yeah, the pieces are all there to be a shooter, but it's also like kind of trying to do a weird thing. But I didn't get a good sense of what that weird thing is.
Yeah, I could say what bugged me about the gunplay was that the reload. For certain guns, you can level it up and make it a little faster. Fine, and there are a lot of weird, unique guns, which I do like. But my biggest problem is switching between any gun. Like, if I want to, like, freeze somebody and then switch to the wrench to beat the shit out of them because they're stuck there and it's hilarious. Yeah. It takes too long, and they start to defrost, and if you hit them from far across and then you charge them with a wrench, they're going to be defrosted by the time you switch, and it's so frustrating. And it's like, why is it so slow to switch between weapons? And it feels kind of clunky in that sense. But if you can honestly overlook that, everything else about the game, the crafting system is really good. And it's way better than BioShock's crafting system. Because, like, BioShock had that weak-ass crafting system. It was very not well put together, and it's barely used. Like, yeah. I rarely used it. I just found everything.
I don't even remember the crafting.
Yeah, if you don't remember, that's how you know that it was a shit crafting.
To be fair, though, I'm not like a big crafting guy. Like, usually I don't really seek out crafting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't like in Pillars of Eternity. It's kind of nice because they have a bar that just says how many different things you have access to craft right now, and you can just click that and go make it. Like, you don't have to be at a bench or anything. That's one thing that really bothers me about crafting is you have to go to a specific place. It's like, just let me do it here. I know it's a video game. Just fucking video game it and fucking let me game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you do have to, like, collect things, and you just find random things, and then you basically take all this junk that you find lying around, and you put it into this recycler, and it makes these, like, generic cubes. And then it takes these cubes and it automatically puts it into this other system, and it just crafts you whatever, and you get to see it generate in front of you. It's just kind of cool. It's very spacey, and it's very, like, because this is supposed to be set in the future and stuff. I don't want to spoil too much of the story because it is really fucking good, and the shit hits the fan so fucking fast. But like Soma.
Ooh.
I
like that game.
Yeah. I would compare it a little bit to Soma. I kind of want to replay Soma right now again. God. I know. I don't remember the ending right now. It's one of those where I don't remember the ending. Yes.
It's good.
I know. You
should play it.
I know. It's just, but the last time I forgot the ending to a game, it was that piece of shit Dying Light.
Yeah, I know, but who warned you about the ending of that? And now who's endorsing the end of Soma? So
that's fair. But, like, Prey, it surprisingly is so good. And, like, I at the beginning was just fucking off and not thinking about anything that could be going wrong immediately. And it just hits the fan. And I also spent like 20 minutes throwing everything I could in my room because you can.
See, that hit some Soma notes for me because that was the first 45 minutes of that playthrough for me. Although, to be fair, I was looking for something and I didn't find it.
Yeah.
I don't actually remember the beginning of Soma, but you have to like find this medication or some shit. And it's like, I don't know, randomly placed in your house, your little apartment. I spent 45 minutes looking for this fucking thing, and there was just one cabinet I never opened, but I thought I did, And so I had everything out, I thought, out in the open. And I was like, I'm going to toss one by one. I'm going to toss everything into this corner. And then that way we know it's not in that corner. And then I can search the rest of the place. And then I finally opened that cabinet. I was like, oh, fuck.
You're like, God fucking damn it. You literally destroyed your house looking for fucking...
Yes, I did. There's a lot of things you can pick up in that fucking apartment.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. And I found all these coffee mugs, and then if I threw them at the ceiling, they would smash against the ceiling and they'd break, and it would be like, dangerous confetti. And it was just, it was so stupid, but also so good. And somebody's like, I still did it throughout the rest of the game, even though there's like monsters and shit everywhere. I'm like, dangerous confetti. And like, everybody's like, why are you so destructive? And I'm like, because I'm sad on the inside. I don't remember what I said, but yeah.
Did you beat it?
I haven't. I'm about 5 hours into it. I'm not sure how long it is. I'm probably going to continue it next week at some point because it's surprisingly good, and a lot of people liked watching me play it.
That's cool.
I don't know how long it is. Now I'm curious. 16 hours. Jesus
how long
fuck.
to beat? .com. 16? That's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
That's a little over my comfort zone for shooters, probably.
Yeah. I mean, how long was BioShock?
Like 8, probably 9.
No way. It was way longer than that.
11
to 12. Okay.
I rushed through it, so.
I rushed through it. I smashed everything.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about your fucking fetch quest bullshit.
Okay. But yeah, that's all I really played this week. I did play Not for Broadcast, but I just started that, and I kind of need to putz with it a little bit more before I kind of like have a feeling about it. It's very weird.
What is that?
It's called Not for Broadcast. You are a broadcaster. You're the person who controls what happens in the background of like, you're basically controlling like the media and stuff, and so you're like dealing with the news segments and stuff like that, and then you're having to beep people's things, and then you're like switching cameras and stuff like that, and it's very weird. And then you're running commercials, but like all this other weird shit is happening because like you're seeing what's constantly happening on all the cameras, and you see these characters and they're all real actors, and it's very cool, but it's also very weird.
Interesting.
It's kind of Five Nights at Freddy's, but just more, I guess kind of conspiracy. I'm not very far, like I said, into it, but I kind of started playing with it, and I need to keep going into it.
I have not played any of the serious, like, critically acclaimed FMV games because I don't want it to ruin shitty FMV for me. Like Her Story, I never played because I was like, that looks actually good, and I want to play, like, Need for Speed again, you know?
Okay.
I want to go back to Command and Conquer.
There you go. Shit all over that again. But yeah, that's all I played. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Are you ready for some newsy news?
Mm-hmm. Snoozy news. Is there any sleepy news that I can fall asleep to? Like, could you like hum it?
Sure.
But also make words somehow.
You can fall asleep to the last thing.
Okay.
It's a slight. I feel like every time I do the news, I feel like I'm shitting all over the video game industry and making everybody feel sad about it. So I found like one decent nice thing.
And that's what I'm going to sleep to?
Yeah, you're going to fall asleep to it. You're going to be like, why the fuck are we talking about this? And I'll be like,
that is actually kind of true. But I mean, isn't that how all news works? It's like show you the worst shit because that's what people want to be aware of. Show you the worst shit.
Yeah, I like
because it doesn't impact my life if something cool is happening 3,000 miles away, but it might impact my life if something bad is happening 3,000 miles away.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I like to watch Philip DeFranco, and he said he feels like he's the bringer of sadness when he talks about all the shit happening in YouTube or whatever. Anyway, yeah.
But I think YouTube stars, which he used to focus on the most, are their own bringers of sadness. Did you see all the shit that went down with fucking what's his name?
Which one? Paul Logan?
God damn it. What's his fucking name?
The fucking dude from the recent drama.
Motherfucker, why can't I? He's so goddamn. He was so famous.
He's a super big YouTuber.
He was.
With the pranks and shit. Yeah, well, not
with
now.
With the what?
With the pranks and shit. David Dobrik? Is that him?
No. Well, yeah, that was a scandal, but that's not who I was thinking of. Fucking hell. Anyway, insert any random YouTuber, and yeah, most of them get bigger. Scumbags, except apparently Jacksepticeye. He seems fine so far.
So far?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
Wait till the edits, the behind the scenes footage of his interview with Troy Baker comes out. Maybe.
Maybe he will.
Maybe something.
We'll see.
Maybe something bad came out. I don't know.
Maybe he's mean to Troy Baker if he makes Troy Baker Kai.
I don't trust anyone that's famous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everybody's got something to hide.
I don't trust anybody that's not famous, but it doesn't come up usually.
Okay. So the first thing we're going to talk about Sony. Sony is making some very interesting and weird moves lately. We talked about them doing the mobile gaming and trying to bring like big titles like their fucking God of War and Uncharted to your phone. Now they're testing a video pass, but it isn't probably what you're thinking. They're testing a video pass and it's only currently in Poland. And it's for movies. Now, the reason
video sounds like movies. I don't know how you would. I don't know what else you would think that would be.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Like, they said they picked Poland for certain reasons because they met certain data requirements and they wanted to see before deciding that if they would do this as a full launch. But they're also kind of keeping it under wraps. If you are part of this thing, I think there's like. You're not really supposed to sign
an NDA or something?
I think so, but like you're not really supposed to talk about it.
So it's not going to be like some dope Poland streamers like dishing out gossip on the Sony thing?
Possibly. Maybe we can find out later on, but it hasn't been specified if this is like only Sony pictures or if it's going to include other things. Like Sony does have a lot of stuff under their movies and everything. Yeah, they also own a lot of TV shows as well as like anime now. And so I don't know if it's all things Sony or if it's going to be basically another Netflix service just on the PlayStation. Like the PlayStation exclusives video pass or whatever.
Right.
Sony announced this at the beginning of the year that they won't be doing any renting or movie purchasing through the PlayStation. So this is kind of their replacement sort of thing.
They better have every movie that was ever on UMD on that service.
UMD? What's that?
UMD, the like movies that were on the PSP.
Oh, right. I mean, if you have...
I really want to watch fucking, I don't know. I imagine most Adam Sandler movies are on there.
If you already have like movies and stuff like that you purchased from Sony, they'll still be available. It's not like they're going to go away or anything. So.
Oh, I'm talking about the physical discs.
Yeah, I know. The old shitty. Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Those pieces of garbage that would like super flex. We would like with the old ones. Once they started to wear, you could like take them and bend them and then fucking fling them at people. It was hilarious. So you just.
Oh, that sounds horrifying.
Yeah, they were like laser discs of death.
That actually gave me some PTSD of when one of my coworkers. He was a terrible, terrible person. Would, as a joke, fling gift cards at me from across the store like they were like frisbees, but they're not. They're hard objects that don't come back or like, they don't float easily. No. They just hit you in the eye. So that was a fun joke that he did. He would always say shit like that was a joke. Like
once a joke, man.
He sold me 2 games that I was picking up, like, because the discs aren't in them. You have to, if they're a used game, you pick them out and put them in the case. So he picked them out, and he gave them to me.
Uh-huh.
And I came back, or I called my manager. I was like, yo, he gave me, like, super scratched up discs. And he's like, what? What a jerk. He's like, come back in and we'll redo it or whatever. And I come back in and he's like, my manager was like, did you give him like these crappy discs? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm just kidding, man. I'm like,
what the fuck? How is that
the damage
funny?
has been done. That's not a joke, you ass.
Fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
That drives me bonkers. I'm sorry he was mean
it's
to
okay.
you.
What the fuck are we talking about? I was in a trance there.
Sony? Okay, so on top of that, Sony announced back in 2019, this is kind of old news, but it's kind of relevant to current because I think they're finally starting to make possible movement on this. They talked about basically using Microsoft's streaming services, using the Xbox firms, their Azure data centers for cloud gaming and content streaming.
Oh, Azure? They're like, that's like their AWS basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they talked about doing that back in 2019 and that they were working on it. Well, it sounds like more and more stuff is leaning towards that because of things that were being recently said. I lost my spot on my fucking notes and I hate that when that happens. Oh, we're
Yep.
They're going to use the cloud services for their technical infrastructure, but cloud gaming experience we're offering will be unique and only PlayStation, which sounds like a lot of bullshit to me. It's just gussing up.
We're using Microsoft, but we're the ones that are buying it from them.
Yeah,
so.
we're gonna use their services, but it's only gonna be a PlayStation experience that you can experience with us.
How could you be confident that you're getting the best from Microsoft?
I don't know.
How could you like make that decision? That's so interesting.
I mean, they don't have other choice. Like Windows dominates everything, like internet side, and so like you have no choice. You have to lay in bed with the enemy, I guess, in sort of way to say. But I think what's happening right now is Sony's starting to realize that they're so fucking behind with everything. And
what? Didn't we just have a thing where they were ahead?
I mean, they're ahead with their sales, but like if they don't make changes, I don't think they're going to. Exclusivity isn't as good as I think everybody's starting to realize. And I think Sony is starting to struggle right now. And the reason being said is because one, they're having a hard time pushing out PlayStations and keeping up with the demand. And two, the expectation with hardware every year goes up with the price, and like keeping up with that demand and also pushing the boundaries with like your gaming content, it's just going to get harder and harder to make like affordable gaming systems, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's always been hard, but
it's always been
makes
hard.
Sense.
But I think what's happening is Microsoft took this leap where they're starting to do like this Game Pass, and it's blowing up and it's doing exponential things for them. On top of that, they stopped doing like the exclusiveness where they had things that are, they still have some, but not as like hardcore as like you can only get it on the PlayStation, because like Microsoft is now offering stuff on the Xbox and the PC same day. Like they're being simultaneously released. We don't have to wait a year anymore. And I think with this exclusivity and hardware becoming more and more harder to get and expensive, I think this is like maybe them starting to reevaluate their systems. And one of the things that was weird during like an interview was oh God, what's his face from Sony? I'm trying to think of his last name. But he runs like, the fucking CEO, Jim Ryan. Why does he have two names? Why do you have two first names?
I don't think I knew his name.
Yeah, Jim Ryan. He's been suggesting some weird things. And like, he
probably
also
because he has two names.
Maybe. I mean, like,
Why don't you pay for a name change and then try to change the world there, bud?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. One of the things that he said was it's too early to suggest that if this increased focus on cloud gaming means that the PS5 will be the last console from Sony. And, like, it wasn't
Seems
really
like
warranted.
a shocking thing to just drop.
Yeah, it wasn't really warranted from everywhere I said. He's like, yeah, we it's still too early to think that, like, this cloud system is going to take off and, like, this will be Sony's last thing, but who knows, because, like, it's like, what, every 6 to 7 years they release a new console?
Yeah.
So, it's 6 to 7 years, this cloud-based system where we start doing game passes, where we start having, like, streaming of games possibly more regularly, or, like, better versions of Google Stadias, not Google Stadia, maybe not run by Google. I think Sony is trying to make new moves like Microsoft has been for the past month or past couple months. And I think this is Sony's
tough,
attempt.
Though, because Sony's a hardware company and
right.
they're good at hardware, and I don't know how
has.
good they are at software.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I think they're having to work with Microsoft. Like, that's why they're having to use their data centers and their cloud system, even though they're going to, quote unquote, make it Sony-like and make it only the PlayStation experience that they can offer.
Does that mean it's going to be blue instead of green?
Oh, absolutely. They're going to make it blue, and it's going to be super
Actually,
chic.
I'm pretty sure Azure, the logo is blue, so.
It's already a conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
It's already
By the way,
conspiracy.
speaking of Game Pass, have you seen the goddamn numbers this shit is doing?
Yeah.
18 million subscribers?
Yeah.
At $15 a month is 270 million?
Yep. That's why I think Sony's starting to reassess. It's a lot of money.
$270 million every month.
It's a lot of money.
God damn it.
It's insane. It's more money than, like, Sony can do from just being exclusive.
What an amazing journey from we're getting rid of discs, no one buys an Xbox One, to this.
Yeah. I mean, Microsoft took a risk, and people kind of made fun of it at first, and it's really paying off for them. It's working exponentially.
Well, people
for them.
rightfully made fun of them at the launch of the Xbox One, because
absolutely.
that was a joke.
It was a
and
disaster.
even in retrospect, they know that.
Yeah.
But now they're like, you know what? We shouldn't have taken away the physical option. All we have to do is prove that digital is better. Here's how it is, and bam, goddamn, is it?
I mean, yeah. Look at
not
Steam.
for everyone.
No,
but 18 million people.
Yeah,
and growing.
Yeah, and it's constantly growing. I mean, it's just like what Steam did, offering games on, like, a platform, and everybody's like, oh, well, I'd rather have my physical copies. What if anything happens? Now I'm all about that fucking digital copy and link to an account, so in case anything happens to my computer, all I have to do is reinstall Steam, and there's all my fucking games.
Yeah.
I don't have to ever worry about it. But yeah. Well, speaking of Microsoft, you ready to talk about the news that I'm kind of sad about?
Yes. Seems loaded, but sure.
They're not going to hold hands with Discord. And
right.
I've been thinking about this decision that Microsoft and Discord not coming together a lot this week. I originally thought it was Discord throwing themselves all over the place and being like, oh, hey, Microsoft, I'm alone for the weekend. Can you come over with, like, $10 billion?
Like, my parents are out of town.
My parents are out of town, and I just took a shower. I just thought Microsoft was maybe just, like, playing hard to get or just too stupid pick up on it. But I'm actually wrong. I'm totally wrong. According to Bloomberg, Discord denied offers from Amazon, thank God, Epic, and Microsoft. They denied the offers. And the company ultimately plans to go public, which your girl's gonna get her hands on some stocky stocks. But
oh, shit.
I was thinking why Discord wouldn't let anybody buy them. And this is my opinion. First, I think they would have lost a lot more control over their company than I think they were willing to give up.
Yeah.
And I think they were just trying to get that big money payout and then work for the company, providing one of the best platforms for that company for gamers, basically. And I don't think anybody would agree to that. Could you imagine if Amazon actually got their hands on Discord? I think it would be the worst out of all of them. Absolutely out of all of them. And
Epic probably would have been kind of benign, but just from how arrogant he is, I would have hated that win for Tim Sweeney.
I would have hated it too. Absolutely would have fucking hated it. The second reason why I think Discord said no is because I think they said no to ads and incorporating ads into the platforms and keeping it just a genuine community thing.
Oh, good, because I've strongly considered not using Twitch anymore because of the fucking ads, and ad blocker doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I would drop Discord in a second if there were ads that I couldn't get rid of except by paying.
Yeah. And, like, I think that's what it came down to was Discord decided not to do the ads. And, like, I was okay with the idea of monetization on certain Discord channels. Like, you have to, like, the Discord partner, you have to apply for monetization, and then you get a kickback whenever somebody clicks on the link. And, like, it would have done great for Xbox. Like, they could have promoted the Xbox Game Pass. They could have promoted all their games and blah, 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 blah. And then that way, it was a win-win. Promotion for Xbox, continue to keep Xbox, integration. And then also on top of that, kickbacks if you have a big-ass
It's like one thing.
community.
It's one thing if it's like ads for your own company's shit, but if I don't want to get like Wendy's ads in my fucking Discord. You know, like, that's
you don't want a Baconator?
No, I don't. I mean,
How
yes, I do,
fucking
but I
dare
don't
you.
want Discord to tell me I want one because I already know that.
You don't need that constant reminder. You're like,
Yeah,
fuck.
maybe I'm trying not to get one, you piece of shit.
Yeah, maybe I'm on a diet and I hate myself and I just ate like 6 pretzels
Exactly.
today.
Yeah.
It's fine.
After I finish these donuts and stop crying, I'm coming after you. You know what I mean?
I'm going to be so fucking fit soon. It's not even funny.
The anger from this situation will hopefully give me the body I need to defeat you.
Obviously. We're going to fucking power level and we're just going to beat the fuck out of you. But yeah, I think that's honestly what it came down to. And I think I'm kind of glad for Discord sticking to their guns. And like,
I'm very glad.
If these are the cases,
It's hard for me to see how Microsoft or anyone would make it better, to be honest with you.
I
for the
think they
user.
just, yeah,
'Cause
I don't.
what else? There's like really nothing else
No.
aside from sometimes the voice gets fucked up, like the audio quality or whatever.
Yeah.
Like maybe they could use some better servers, but other than that, I mean, I'm pretty much happy with the way it is.
Yeah. Same. Which is why I pay for it.
How much
yeah.
is that, by the way?
I think it's $100 for the year.
Yeah. Okay. That's yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I get to
okay.
do cute emotes all over the place. Look at
I
this.
don't care
Watch
about
this.
that. If I cared about that, I would
Look at
definitely do
this.
that. But I don't give a shit.
Look at that
about
anime
any of
girl.
those.
Look at
I
that
don't care.
anime girl.
I
Anyway.
don't give a shit.
So, now we're
Whoa.
getting into the sad news.
Oh no!
It's
You
a
said that was the
really-
news you wouldn't like, but there's more sad news.
There's worse. It gets worse.
Okay.
We have to yell at
Where's
EA.
the good news? How many stories away is that?
There's one more after this. Oh, it's after this. We're gonna
Okay,
yell
okay.
at EA. And can you guess? Can you guess without looking if you haven't looked already?
I haven't looked.
What do you think it's about?
This one right now.
Yeah.
So you said it's the EA. Is it their new app?
No, it's
Something
not
wrong with their new app?
No.
Fuck. Did they make a dumb statement about single player games again?
No.
Oh, what is it?
It's about their loot boxes.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah.
That seems like a news story from like 3 years ago.
It It should be. Okay, so it's they're in some hot water right now. So FIFA 2021, just came out. It's a huge fucking game all over the world, right? It's probably one of their best selling games. And
sorry, which game?
FIFA.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah.
Their soccer game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never
or
played
football.
it, but yeah.
Football, as they
except
say.
basketball, apparently.
Anyway, so Gaming Insider says an internal company document proves that EA is trying to drive players into a type of gameplay that encourages them on purpose to spend more money, and it's like everybody's mad at it, and now they're under fire for possibly links to gambling. So a 54-page document that was from the company that came out of the company's sports division in Badbury, BC, where the team works on FIFA, like up in Canada land, magical Canada land. And they had this huge documentation got leaked by somebody, and they've had a couple anonymous people come forward talking about it. But they also had a TLDR version in a bulletin form. And basically what it was stating how they have more active players than they ever have, and that the team is squarely focused on engaging current players, and players will be messaged and incentivized to convert. And they say it like that. They say convert. And it just sounds very culty and very weird.
That's just sales shit.
It's very sales things. But then they have this thing called FUT, F-U-T, and they say it's the cornerstone. What is wrong with me? Am I going British? And, cornerstone.
We got the cornerstone over here. Got to convert them around the corner, you see? Hit it. You're looking fucking wily, governor.
Hello, governor. Anyway, and it's the cornerstone, and we're going to do everything we can to drive players there. And the returning...
it's the Ultimate Teams, right?
It's the Ultimate Teams, yeah. I was going to explain that in a second. And they're going to do everything they can to drive players there. And the returning to football and IRL games coming back will only basically help them make more money.
Okay.
And so that is the FUT is their Ultimate Teams thing, where you can get free players. It basically allows you to build teams and play offline, and you could win coins, and you could buy better players, and so on and so forth. But also you are encouraged to buy these packs where you get random players, and that's the biggest thing, is like their loot box system for their thing is like, hey, we're seeing you're struggling, how about you purchase some packs, basically. And so
okay.
it's
I was about to say, like, how does the encouragement manifest itself?
Yeah, it's like it will message people who are like losing and like all this other stuff.
This guy that you just lost to online has spent $5,000, so maybe you should spend.
And like, there's a huge cult following around these types of games, and there's like websites called like FIFA Addict, and like telling you how to do it and like what to play, and and also propagating like these loot boxes and like saying that you just have to buy them in order to do anything, and it's just like you're fucking feeding this problem. And like, so an anonymous source from within the company, who obviously didn't want to reveal themselves, said, we can't really do anything about this document being released, basically, because at the end of the day, the company is trying to make money and trying to satisfy its investors. So they literally can't do anything. And then an EA spokesperson found out about this. They were contacted.
Wait, actually, we hate money. Don't give us any money.
No, so this was released by a Canadian news site called the CBC, and they refused to talk to them, but they did state that the document was marked as privileged and confidential, and that it was being viewed without context. But it's 54 pages, and it completely lines it out.
How much more context do you need than that? Like, wait. There were 400 pages, so you guys don't even know the truly evil shit. So
it's like, yeah, you guys don't know the real super fucked up things.
blood of the firstborn, you know. You gotta see all this stuff together. It makes more sense. Also, you have to run the company and be dependent on money to grow the company. So if you were in our shoes, you would totally get it.
Yeah, you would understand, right? You wouldn't know. But like, yeah, so there was that whole shit show. But there's like a whole lot of this, and like it's being reevaluated in a lot of places again as being predatory and being considered gambling because of the way that it purposely is targeting players and just it's kind of it is very predatory.
I used to think that the loot boxes as gambling was bullshit, but $2,000 later on Dota, and I have to concede it's it's gambling.
Yeah, it's gambling. It at the end of the day, it is just gambling. You're throwing your money away, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, look, people can choose to engage gambling in a healthy way, but games that aren't like FIFA, not age gated, right? So you cannot expose young kids to gambling. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
And also, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, maybe Powerball is just super nice and they put it in the fucking pretty large on the billboard where they're like, hey, don't really like count on this, but maybe they need something like that. Like, hey, like you might not get the thing you want, and that's okay.
And that's okay. Yeah, I don't think most 14-year-olds would be okay with that if they saw something like that. They're like, I'm going.
Well, no, you have to age gate it, and then
that's
also,
right. Yeah. I think it should definitely be age gated. But like, that's the problem is like they just steal mom's credit card.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's on the mother at that point. I mean, all you have to do is get. I mean, not from a moral standpoint, but a legal one certainly. Yeah. All you have to do is put that there so that it's like, well, they acknowledged. I mean, what do you want me to do? Sure, they're 13 and don't know any better, but they clicked the button. So you know what that means. We don't have to go to court. So.
Oh, no. We're giving them escape out. Stop talking.
Dude, if they haven't figured that out, I think I have a new job.
Yeah. EA.
Let me show you guys how internet works.
Let me show you how to do the worst things on the
internet.
They're
like, wait, someone who's under 13 could click this? Yes, they can. Weird.
God.
I didn't know that. You said they work at a Canada right now.
Okay. After
maybe don't let your kids buy FIFA.
Oh, it's just a soccer game. What's the worst that can happen?
I mean, crippling gambling addiction, I guess.
Okay. But last thing I wanted to bring up, it's really quick, really short. You could go watch the documentary if you really wanted to. So this is about the documentary Colette, and it just won an Oscar the other day at the fucking Oscars bullshit stuff. The only reason why I bring this up is because it is tied to the VR Call of Duty. Or no, I'm not sorry. I'm sorry. The Medal
What is happening?
I don't know. I'm having a stroke or something. I'm thinking about fucking EA tricking people and it gets me mad. So this documentary was connected and helped produced by the Oculus Rift VR's Medal of Honor. Above and Beyond, which didn't get the greatest reviews, but it's also a VR game, which, you know, VR games are very hit or miss with people, unfortunately, still. So this documentary is about Colette, and the people who made the game, they got a lot of information from her because she told her story as a French resistant fighter in World War II. So they decided that she's so amazing that they did this like mini documentary. It's about 30 minutes on her, and it was produced by Oculus Studios and EA Respawn Entertainment, and then it got picked up by The Guardian, which is why it blew up and ended up getting nominated for this Oscar. But so yeah, this is the first time where the video game industry wins an Oscar, which is kind of crazy.
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah,
Congratulations to the entire video game industry.
Congratulations. Yeah, it was kind of nice. It was just cute. I watched it this morning. It's like 24 minutes. If you guys are like big history buffs, go check it out. It kind of ties into the game of Medal of Honor. And like, I think the industry is like, or not the industry, I think the Oculus team is secretly hoping that this will like boost up the game again. Because it did get shit on.
I do want to play that game.
Yeah.
Even though I know what all the complaints are, and I'm not gonna like some of it. I like the big finished game shit.
Yeah. Same.
And there's not a lot of those,
No.
so bring them on, please.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Although I don't buy games for full price usually, so I shouldn't complain. I can't complain when they don't get a sequel. So. Got him.
You got him. Yeah. I think it's still $60. It just came out in December of the last year, so. But.
I mean, look, I bought Nier Automata for the full price right when it came out, and it just got a re-release of the first game in the series. So, did I do that? I mean, yes, I did, single-handedly.
It's all your fault. We can thank PORTZ for the Nier Replicant game. It's all his fault.
Yep, even the fact that the PC port sucks.
Oh, no, does it really?
That's what I read, but players are fixing it, as they always do. Good job, players.
Thank you, mod community. You're the one who single-handedly saves the fucking
So
day.
weird. Can you imagine any other industry where that is the case? Like, you just bring home a movie and you're like, fuck, that was bad. Let's reshoot and make a good one.
Let me re-edit this.
Give me all the raw footage and I'll make the fucking thing myself.
It's like, it's like if somebody makes like your food really kind of bland and then you like take it out of the like packaging and then you re-fucking do it and then you send it back to the chef and you're like, you fucking did this and this wrong and you didn't season this. You should have done this, this, and this. You fucking call yourself a cook, and then you like throw the shitty hamburger at them, and then you walk off, and then the person's all like, "I just work at Wendy's." Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I accept your apology.
Thank you. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the news this week. There hasn't been anything crazy going on lately, which is kind of sad.
It is sad. Yeah, but I mean, you gotta have some sunny days to appreciate the rainy ones. You know what I mean?
Sure. When EA sets the world on fire and starts blaming it on all of us, then we'll really know.
Yep. Just I gotta Activision also.
Oh God.
Talk about them. I don't want to go an episode without mentioning how bad they are. So.
I mean, we could just read that quote from Bob again.
Oh God. What's his name? Bobby No Dick?
Bobby No Fun. Bobby No Dick. We're just going to come up with new nicknames for him every time. It's perfect. It's perfect. Well, yeah, that's it for the news.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks, news, for happening.
News. Yeah, thanks, news, for happening, and thanks, guys, for listening.
I didn't fall asleep. Fuck.
Yeah, fall asleep. Oh no! Start snoring. I'll tune us out. Okay, guys. Now, don't forget to go follow us on Twitch, Twitter, EvilSpaceBunny, and TheRealPortz. And
no, Grandma.
And our
no means no.
Whoa, this is getting weird. And our podcast Twitter at Ignore Backlog, and I'm gonna go and run away because Portz is weird. Good night, everyone.
Thanks. Good night. Good night, Grandma.